worst mistake the world has ever made. Because I remember when COVID first kicked in, I can't remember which country it was, but it was being led by a woman, and there was not a single infection. They never went under lockdown. I can't remember what country it is. And I think that just says a lot. I think if we by we, I mean me and Lee. We were given the chance, really.
That you're representing right now.
Yeah. And also, it has a lot to do with character. Obviously, women they have different burdens in the society.
Okay.
They have more responsibilities, giving birth and stuff, yada, yada, yada. So maybe it might affect the way women lead. That's why most women who are strong, like in their careers, when it comes to leadership, they're viewed as men somehow.
If they're not being viewed as men, they're viewed as loose. Because even in the positions of power, you kind of have to still prove yourself to a man somehow in another way.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I totally understand that. That's fair. So, viewers, we'll leave this for you to unpack. Do you think women are being stigmatized? What is your view? How best can we actually tackle these challenges that we're talking about? Artists. As an artist, are you registered to vote? MJ, are you registered to vote? Be honest. This is actually a free platform. Are you registered to vote?
No, you know what? I did register to vote, obviously, because I hosted the podcast last time, and I was telling people to register to vote. So there's no way I couldn't.
Power of the podcast.
But then I don't know what happened.
Okay.
There's something that happened to a lot of people who had registered to vote. I didn't follow up. Somehow they changed stations or whatever. I don't know.
All right. So, as an artist, as an influencer, do you understand the electoral process in its entirety? It's a yes or no question.
I just know you couldn't choose who you want to run the show.
Okay, by electoral process, right? We are simply unpacking from when it starts till the day when we cast the vote and the post effect it has. So we're looking at the whole voter registration. Say 67.6% are youth, right? Guys, let's go register to vote. Our voices matter. That's part of the electoral process. You understand? Yeah. Checking if your name is there on the voters' roll, right? Clearly, MJ, it looks like I go. So that's also part of the electoral process. So if you do understand that, and if you hosted a podcast here on Youth Expressions, it simply means that you do understand it. You know? Lee, are you registered to vote?
honestly, no.
You're not.
I'm not.
Do you understand the electoral process?
I do not at all.
You do not. Interesting.
I can give you my reason.
Okay.
What was the reason?
Okay, Mina is Lee. I didn't grow up in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So when I came back to Zimbabwe, I was already an adult. But, like not really an adult, but, still in my early 20s. And that's when things were going bad in Zimbabwe. There was that first election in 2018. And people voted. When I came, the whole voting process was done, so I couldn't register to vote at the time. And then I saw how people who had registered to vote and cast their vote were treated when they didn't feel like it was fair. I didn't feel like it's worth my time, basically.
Okay. So this is also obviously part of a voter apathy among the youth. Mm-hmm. So many youth don't vote. They don't go out to cast their vote because actually not voting, registering to vote. So many youth don't do that because for so many reasons. So I understand that, I respect that, but this is the reason why we're here, to unpack why the youth are part of the process, or why some seclude themselves or separate themselves from the process. So thank you for that. Actually, I think it's heartwarming if someone opens up.
Right?
It's interesting times, guys. Mrs. K, are you a registered voter?
Yeah.
Obvious.
Let me ask myself, Donald, are you registered to vote? Yes, I am.
Are you?
So you see, there's something about man in this country.
Making it
Now you're starting your thing.
Okay. And I've got a question for you guys. Is the voter registration still on? MJ?
Yes.
Is it still on?
I have
For
no
next
idea
year.
how
For-
the
for-
voters registration works.
2028.
Let's back it up. Let's back it up a bit. We started off with obviously helping people understand the electoral process. Firstly, we register, we have voted, and now we're close to the election day, where people actually go out there and cast their voice in the ballot box. Right. So my question now is it still open?
Alright, so now we are in chair. She's about to get married.
Interesting.
I'm interested. So, is she still taking guys? Yeah, also but we made to take a divorce in 5 years.
Wow, dude. Okay, that was a creative way of putting it.
And then she'll consider how much she doesn't tell you.
And then after 5 years.
It's still open. Yeah, once you figure out how to carry myself.
So what you are saying is that the voter registration is still on. The process is still on.
Yeah.
But if you go today or on any other day after this podcast, it simply means you won't be able to cast your voice for election days in August, right? Or I don't know the date, I think it's August. I'm sure it's August. But you will do so 5 years from now, which is in 2028.
I have a question though. Since there's this thing, since I've never registered to vote, if I go and register now, since it's still open,
Yes.
when the time comes for those elections to come, when they're telling people to go and register to vote, or do I still need to go and follow up and do the whole process?
But what you do is you are just checking your name on the voters roll, right? To see
if it's not there, the process
I'm a youth.
Then you'll have to
say
start
yeah, wonder why.
That's also another
No, I understand, but it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Because I registered to vote when I was, I think, 18. Yeah, that was my first election that I took part in. And
quite serious, isn't
till
it?
now, my name is there. As a citizen of this country, of Zimbabwe, my name is still on the voters roll. So, which would be 2028, I don't have that hassle to check. The only thing I'm checking is my polling station right?
But we have problems like what she encountered.
What exactly did you encounter? Your
Me
name is
and
not
a
there.
lot of people.
A lot of people
We
actually spoke
registered
about it on
to
Twitter.
vote last year, and somehow they switched like the names of
There
the
was
people that were gonna vote where I wanted to go and vote.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. So those are errors that you need to explore when as an individual. You need to understand that your voice is important, and you need to do a follow up to see what if voters will lay, is my name there, and
I feel like they should maybe try and upgrade their system so that it's not time consuming for people
I
as
understand
well.
the time we're talking about, but I thought the youth had too much time.
they even have too much time, but
All right. What is your advice to young people in Zimbabwe about registering to vote and voting peacefully?
You should register to vote.
Do you think this is important?
It is
It's
very
important if you're sure.
Do you think it's important, ma'am?
please ask the question again.
What is your advice to young people in Zimbabwe about registering to vote and voting peacefully? Do you, artists, influencers, celebrities, think this is important?
Voting in peace.
A peaceful
Yes,
election?
It's important for everyone and from everyone.
Very.
Let's start from registering, right? To the actual voting, the casting of your vote, right? And the peace around that.
Yeah.
Imagine you live in your house, you have water, you go back, you sleep, and you played your part. What? Do you think this is important?
It's important. I have a but though. It's important, but it's only important if, I don't know if I should say this, if you like, if in your mind you know what it's gonna bring the outcome that I need. Mind you, in a state where it's kind of shaky, there's rumors of rigging, there's other things of mixing of this thing. So
I think the question here focuses more on the participation. To say I did it.
Participation.
It goes back to that. what's the point if I'm gonna look back and feel like I wasted my time?
Oh. I understand that. What's
I
the
mean,
take?
I'm saying it's fixed it.
She's creating a balance.
Yeah.
She's creating a balance.
Yeah.
Imagine
if we all
come
agree.
here and we agree. So it's important as the youth as well. We express ourselves in different ways. So MJ, what's your take on this? What?
I think it's very important to do it peacefully so that you don't put yourself in any danger.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's important to
and trouble.
participate. This process, for me, I think it's something that everyone should take part in. Regardless of the outcome, whether your side that you support wins or does not win, it's important to participate.
I mean, people still support their football teams, even though they're
in
losing.
the same way, and it's funny that you bring up football team. In the same way that football team fans will be out there saying, we won last week, we are going to do this. The way they put themselves in the...
So how can we do the same for the country?
Have you heard
soccer dad, when soccer guys talk about the thing, and they still participate, they go to all the matches, despite the fact
even
of
cricket.
whether or not they win.
Wow.
You understand?
I like that.
You should play for your team regardless.
Loyal.
Show up for the matches, be a part of the process.
And remember, your vote, your secret.
Yeah.
All we're doing here is unpacking.
Yeah, your vote, your secret. Your vote, your right as well. It's your
Your
right.
vote, your right.
You're right.
So we say hashtag I vote, hashtag peace.
Story.
Basically that, right? So young people are often not interested in the electoral process. As an artist, how do you think you can make it appealing to young people? Now this is all about you as artists, and I'll give you all the time you need to actually tell us. Remember, there's other artists who are watching this, and you can actually just give them pointers to say, guys, let's do this. So I'll start with Msiske.
Obvious. Influence young as artists. If we use it to engage the youth, to say, guys, this is for you. This must involve you. The process can go on without you, but it is better with you. Yeah.
He's speaking.
So tell me about lyricism as an artist. Do you think you can package your craft as well? Not only you, but I know Lee also is involved in scripting and writing on my lyrics and doing whatever. Do you think lyricism can also be used to actually inspire other people to be part of this process?
Definitely. Man, what we do, music moves people, bro. Music connects with people, It makes people go crazy. It makes people do all sorts of things. So if you put it in there and say, no, guys, this is one, and this thing, so we can definitely move the masses one time.
Lee?
Hey, yeah. I mean, with the voting thing, I feel like the problem is deeper than that. It's deeper. I feel like there's nothing I can personally do to make it better. It starts from the actual process. Learning, feeling, I know what I'm doing. I can be part of it. I want to be part of this.
No, that's a fair observation. I like your points today. There's really
I'm honest.
unpopular opinions, MJ. Talk to me.
What do I think I can do?
Yeah. How can you package yourself as an artist or other artists like you?
I think the fact that we have a voice for those who don't have voice of the voiceless, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think we should do our best to entice, especially people our age, to entice them. We know what's catchy to them. For example, those TikToks, those little skits, the kind of music that they like listening to. Yeah. So if you attach those catchy things that they really like.
There's actually a hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Takanovote.
So it's like
it's a popular thing.
Yeah.
So start threads, start hashtags, do TikTok, make the content
voting
because you guys are content creators, so you might as well just join the train And do that, Lee. Once you understand the process, you'll probably join the train as well.
I will do.
Thank you very much for being here.
You know,
This is
one
good.
last thing.
Sure.
Like, if we say the youth are not as interested, why? We need to figure out why. So there needs to be something to be done to figure out why are these people not really as interested as they are, and how can we solve that for them? You know, so if we can figure that out.
Hey, this is on fire today. This is bringing the good points there. And thank you very much, ladies, for joining me today. You guys have been so much of a vibe. You know, this is a youthful day.
The vibe is
and
correct.
The vibe is correct. You guys are looking beautiful, and I hope what you guys say today is what we are going to be practicing out today. Siske, very beautiful points there. I hope what you said here, really now. You know, I have to pay that. You know. So this is Youth Expressions, and we are proudly bringing this to you from the National Youth Development Trust, and we say #IVote, #peace, and #understand the electoral process for your own benefit. One people, one voice. And the youth constitute of 67.6% of the population. That's a very important statistic, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.